One of the first things you notice when you come into HIXON Falls, just outside HIXON, British Columbia, just outside of the Cariboo, just north of, not technically in the Cariboo region, but we'll call it Cariboo for our purposes, is signs that say no prospecting. I think what they mean is no gold panning, because guys like me are always prospecting. I can't turn my eyeballs off or my brain. The next thing you notice is HIXON Falls itself, and it comes over this igneous rock that is atypical of the region and stands out to someone like myself entirely. Welcome to Cariboo Weather Dude YouTube channel. I'm Joey Only up here in Wells, BC. Hit like, share, subscribe. There it is. This is bad news. My God.
Falling out right now.
Anything could happen.
Get on!
Wow. I'll watch the video later. They try mopping this. It's not just a waterfall. It's actually a structural cross-section of the Quinella terrain. HIXON Creek is. It's part of the intermontane belt of British Columbia. It's key to understanding the geological history of the region right there. It's all evident in the lithology that forms this very cascade. It's a very popular place. There's a lot of people here. And so popular, I forgot to take video of the HIXON Diner when we were there getting a cheeseburger. It's so good. The HIXON Diner is absolutely awesome. So if you're coming to HIXON, you go to the falls, you got all those swimming holes in HIXON itself you can enjoy, right, where the HIXON River goes through, or you can come up here, of course, see the waterfalls, or make sure you also get one of them awesome burgers at the HIXON Diner, man. So good. The waterfall actually exposes this contact zone from rocks that's probably dated from Upper Triassic to Lower Jurassic age rocks, so 65 million years or older. In the region, in the area, there's also a lot of fissile sericite schist. And sericite schist, it's always that one people are like, is this gold in this rock? And if it's not a pyrite cube, often it's sericite that they're looking at, right? So the sericite, it's interleaved with massive fine to medium grain greenstones. And what the greenstones are is what you have here where the waterfall is this dike. It's this like intrusion from this granitoid or this igneous rock, right? And the intrusion at one time, it was diorite, but it was altered by geothermal forces, right? Hot mineralized water and pressure and heat. There was like 50 people here, but then we let our dogs run all around and everyone was like, oh, I'm out of here. I don't know if that's really what happened, if it was just coincidental, but I'm glad they're all gone. The rocks there provide insights into the tectonic history of the intermontane belt. Intermontane meaning like the region between the mountains. So this was a very active place at one time. Much of the geology in the region remains obscured, and that's because we had a lot of weathering over the history of this region, which also includes these big glaciers that came through and deposited this layer of overburden that becomes the placer gravels of the Cariboo, basically, right? That's where people are digging to find gold. You have to do it again, Willow. So then they had more glacial erosion in the past 15,000, 10,000 years, and much of that redeposited rocks all over the place. It's extensive till and gravels, outwashed gravels that you can run through a plant and find gold in. In these beautiful parts of the world, there's tampon applicators that have been washed over the falls. Gross. Yeah, I'm going to try to get myself down there, but like safely without dropping my phone in the water. And it's very slippery on these rocks because they're so smoothed out. Okay. The geology of HIXON Creek is dominated by gold-bearing quartz veins that are in these rocks that are from the dinosaur age, that are metamorphic and intrusive rocks. And they've been covered by these glacial deposits. The glaciers came and smashed all the mountaintops around and dumped the massive crap everywhere in the interior of the Cariboo, for example. So the gold mineralization is found in this contact zone that exists between the Triassic and Jurassic sericite shifts. and the bands of these altered greenstones that originally were diorite sills and dikes, but were transformed by hydrothermal pressure and heat, right? Then you have these intrusive rocks, these syenite intrusive rocks that are present in some places over which HIXON Creek itself cascades. It's like this syenite intrusive rock there is not what you find in other parts of the Cariboo. Generally, the Cariboo is much more of a interior limestone unit. So there's gold and silver mineralization, and that's associated with the quartz veins that's found in the altered greenstone deposits. So the ore deposits bear strong similarities to brown ore that are found apparently in the California Mother Lode mining district, interestingly enough. The greenstones have been hydrothermally altered, and they have carbonates in them. All right, we are straight above HIXON Falls right now. We're going to go and try to have a look over the edge, but like safely. Look how tall that is up there, a good 40, 50 feet. Straight up, overhanging, nice little shelter there you could hang out in. And that's what HIXON Falls looks like if you're about to go over the falls, which I'm not going to go over. The water's not moving very fast this time of year. That's how you can do this. Looking down the canyon from the top of the waterfall. There's deep weathering, so significant depth of the glacial till here means you don't find many places in the region where you can actually see the host bedrock. A lot of it's very smooth and rolling country until you get into the river beds themselves of the Cariboo. And that's why the Cariboo, it's got all these secret hidden places that are so fascinating and so beautiful, and you really wouldn't know until you go and start digging, start exploring off the main lines of the highway. If you just drive Highway 97 up and down the Cariboo and you think you know the Cariboo, you are selling short what we have here. I mean, you drive past amazing geological features on 97 as it is, and it's easy to overlook them. When you take the entire experience of driving through the Cariboo and start to really think back to all the different geological features you've seen, and you realize that's just on the mainline highway, you start exploring around the Cariboo, all the different creeks and little valleys and little back roads and little places, and you start coming across all these really subtle but spectacular places just like HIXON Falls. It was so good to be there. I had such a great day, so much fun. And if you're ever in HIXON, BC, stop by there, go to the falls, and then when you're all hungry after from hiking around up there, make sure you go down to that diner, man, because they have excellent burgers there. Okay, that's all for this show. We'll see you next time, friends. Here comes this hard part, the mossy part.
Oh, great.
All right, I'm gonna put the camera away so I can make sure we're safe.